Recently, there have been some changes going on in my life. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not real fond of change. Things get to be a certain way, a way I'm used to, a way I'm comfortable with, and then I want them to stay that way. When things start changing, I start becoming uncomfortable. A month ago, the company I work for, which was owned by a large international corporation, got sold to another corporation. So, we got a new name, new uniforms, new policies and procedures, new ways of doing things, new product. I work at the same building, I have the same immediate boss, but still there is change, and I'm just a little uncomfortable with change. The church I go to is going through a major change. We are going to merge with another church. That means we are going to have a new name. We're also going to have new people. We're going to have new ministries. We're going to have a new bylaws and new constitution, a new way of doing things. The church is going to be run a new way. It's going to be the same building with a group of people I know, but nonetheless, there is going to be change. There is an old, rather tired saying that a lot of people like to quote. I hear it quite often in my life. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That means if you don't think change is really necessary, then don't do it. We say that because basically most of us do not like or want change. The truth is, life is change, change is life. Without change, there is no growth. Without growth and development, there is no real life. One simply stops living. One stops having a real life. Therefore, to have a real life, there must be change, whether it is comfortable or not. As much as I may not like change, change is a necessary element of my life. Without change, my life would indeed become boring. It wouldn't be a real life. It would be just an existence. I would just be carrying on one day after the other, everything the same. It would be dull, it would be uninteresting, and I would not really be alive. Therefore, if I'm to have real life, I must have change. The question is not to change or not to change. The question is to have a negative attitude about change or to have a positive attitude about change. To see change as something that I don't want, something that's going to be uncomfortable, or to see change as opportunity, as something that's going to bring me something new and wonderful, something I'm really going to like that I don't currently have now. If I have a positive attitude about change, then I can be happy with the change, and then I can be ready for the new great things that are going to come as a result of change. Reinhold Niebuhr wrote a poem in which he says, "God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." The wisdom to know the difference between what we can change and what we cannot change, what is a good change and what is a bad change. That is what we all must pray for if we can make the good changes, we can have a better life, and that is what we all look forward to. So, what it comes down to is this. I know that I must make some changes in myself. I must change my attitude about certain things, about certain people, about certain ways. I must change my outlook on life. I must have a positive outlook on life, a positive outlook on the changes occurring around me. I must expect the best, expect good things to come from the changes. I must work with the changes, be careful not to make wrong changes or bad changes, and work carefully to make the good changes work well for me and for others. In this way, I can have a greater, a nicer, a better life.